Giveaway, you say? Oh, yeah. Figure Fight Club is the official giveaway channel of Action Figure YouTube.
Thank you, members, for the love you bring, for every shared story and the joy you sing. To our sponsors, your support's the key. Together we build this legacy. Collectors unite in this fight we thrive. Figure Fight Club, our passions alive. Yeah. Unboxings and battles, the thrill of every find. Trading tales and treasures. Flash in the night. Join the Figure Fight Club, where legends ignite. Decepticast, the battle's on. Action figures, heroes drawn. Transforming world, let's take a stand. In the ring of toys, we'll make our stand. From Megatron to Starscream, they're ready to fight. With every twist and turn, they light up the night. Collectors gather round, it's a sight to behold. With stories of valor and legends retold. Decepticast, the battle's on. Action figures, corrosion. Transforming world, let's take a stand. In the ring of toys, they'll make our stand. So grab your figures, let's make some noise. In the arena of action, we're all just toys. With every epic showdown, we'll cheer and we'll shout. In the Decepticast, there's no room for doubt. Decepticast, the battle's on. Action figures, heroes drawn. Transforming world, let's take a stand.
What's happening, everybody? It's Monday night. It is Decepticast. We are on episode 38. We're almost to midlife crisis. What are we going to do? Or wait, did I say that when we hit 30 last time? I don't know. I guess every 10 is a midlife crisis for somebody, right? Well, anyways, we got a packed show tonight. There was a little bit of news. We got comics to go over. Oh, yeah. And Collecticon stopping by to give us an update on the Collecticon. Not his site where he sells stuff. His site that we talked about on a previous episode where we can have like a database and all kinds of stuff for our toys. So we'll get more to that later. But first, did Anna make it back? Anna, welcome back. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. You started with that horrifying statement about midlife crises, and I was just floored.
Right.
That's what I got to hear right when I came back, because every time I have to leave and come back in order to
Hear the audio.
hear the audio. Yeah, it's good times. It's good
Are you
times.
using the web-based part on your tablet or the app?
I do use the web-based. I've never installed any apps or anything like that.
Okay. So
Maybe I
StreamYard app's not
should.
too
Maybe
bad.
I should.
But before we bring our guest in, let me welcome everybody into the chat. The chat that's here. Zaldron, thank you for hopping in. Stu for lunch. Cooter's Garage. Tim Browler. Collecticon. You heard of that? Quentin. Toyamic Trey. Zakanen. Shogun Omega. And that's everybody. Thank you all for hopping in. Well, I guess I already buried the lead. So we have somebody that we know. He's been on here once or twice.
Yeah, we've met this guy.
A couple times. I'd like to welcome Collecticon to the show.
Thanks
How
for
you doing,
having
guys?
me.
Yeah, welcome back.
Yeah, I'm at full power. I'm not in my basement tonight. I'm actually at the warehouse giving you guys.
Oh, late night in it out there.
Yeah.
Is that why it looks professional back there?
Yeah, that's why it doesn't look like a guy in the dark under his stairs in his basement this time.
I mean, it was somewhat romantic, I guess.
It's intimate. You know?
I like that setup you have, though. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I just prefer to be here because like the internet connection is really good. I got my crazy background, and it's just This is the warehouse. This is the HQ. This is where I sit all day. So this is my battle station. So glad.
This is where we see the wacky whatnot streams.
It is just not right here. You do that a little bit over
right.
The studio.
So normally start off the shows just showing off pickups.
Yep.
I know I have some things. Do you guys got some pickups?
I'm going to keep my tradition of showing things that I didn't recently pick up just because I want to play and show off.
Works for me. Lead the way, Anna.
All right, lead the way. I'm going to start off with something that's not even really a Transformer. I'm going to start off with a brand that most people probably missed. The Bandai brand of Unitrobone. Yeah. Various transforming things, right? Here you have a construction vehicle. I guess this is a bulldozer. And then you have a hamburger, right? And wow, how do these two things go together? How do they go together? They go together like this. And then, ba-bam, it flips around. And you get a robot hamburger construction vehicle.
The power of the burger.
Ta-da!
I gotta say, I didn't know how much I missed seeing your new pickups. Clearly, it was a hole in my life.
I don't know how I have not been buying the new ones of these because they've gotten crazier, right? This is like 3-4 years old at this point. The new ones have got into like 3 or 4 parts, and you have to like put them all together at once. It's like real crazy. And like the things they've combined, like extinct life forms and various foods and pineapples and all sorts of bizarre stuff. It is good times, but they're a lot of fun. They are so simple and they are not cheap to get because they've never been sold in the US. So you do have to import them from one place or another. But if you were in Japan, they're not particularly expensive. But here you pay a little bit for them. But having like 1 or 2 in your collection just to say you have them, I think it's really fun. My other one's a Christmas tree that turns into a T-Rex. After a taxi runs into it. The taxi runs into the tree and then they...
Who makes those? What's the name of the company?
This is technically in the Machine Robo world, right?
Yeah.
That's the one they're a sequel off of, I think. I'm trying to remember right, but they're Bandai. So yeah, that's my crazy thing to show off.
Well, mine's not as crazy, but it's a little crazy. It's the best G2 wheelie ever.
Savage.
Where he can do the sprinkler dance move. He can get you with a slingshot. Actually, this thing's a turd. The real show is the G2 Grimlock, and I got it for $30, folks. Found it at Walmart on clearance.
That's
and
good.
I will probably get the Grimlock or the Grimlock DNA upgrade kit to turn them into Godzilla.
Yeah, I'm excited. More people are going to be getting various color Godzillas, and it's so silly.
Yeah, and I got purple lights on in here, so you can't quite see how brilliant the blue is, but he is a pretty dark blue, and I really like how they followed suit, did the G2 logo, and only thing he's missing, it doesn't say Grimlock. Did the original one say Grimlock on it, like all the other ones said their names on him? Okay.
No.
But yeah, I bought official stuff. I bought official. Pretty rare.
Did have the Autobot on its butt. So
cheapest I saw it at Walmart was $40. So you must have gone a week later than me.
The week before it was $40, and then I went back because I was wanting to see if they had any of the G.I. Joe stuff lower, because they had army builders there, and they didn't, and that was $30. And I'm like, all right, snatched it up, and then the Hot Wheels were $15. I picked the Bone Shaker up, and I'm going to throw that in my kids' Easter basket.
Yeah, I would have had to have those for that price.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, they're hard to sell for what they're supposed to be.
Right.
Yeah, because they retailed higher than a deluxe, and that just, I don't know.
Yeah, $20
They're
off.
not more than a deluxe.
Yeah. Well, since I'm at the warehouse, I actually have my newest stuff with me. If you want to.
Ooh, yeah.
Usually, I'm like, oh, I left it at the warehouse. I got the pink Rodimus. Love it. I love it. Didn't have any problems with it. I love the Nerf sword. I put the original the Studio Series 8604 Rodimus next to it, and like, what's crazy is that the red isn't too off from this magenta. This is not like a drastically different deco. It's just nicer. You know, it's bright, it's cartoony. I love this release. I've always wanted the pink hot rod, so I've been putting this next to the G1 one that came out at Walmart, and they look awesome next to each other, like the exact same deco. It's great,
Right.
And this is just such a funny like loadout. You know, the Matrix is on his.
It's even wilder when you have him in car mode and just load everything up on the car.
Yeah, it's pretty silly. I also got the anime Missing Link guys.
Oh yeah, those are cool.
I really appreciate the little differences. Also, this is how you know it's an American one because they put the product code.
Oh,
on the
so
line.
it came through Pulse, right?
It came through Hasbro.
Yeah.
And the last thing is just today I got the new comics. Like, this is pretty cool. I got the Invincible issue. This is issue 30. This is the latest release. So this is like the Invincible crossover cover.
Yeah, we were kind of hinting at that last week because a lot of us knew what happened in that book.
In 30.
Yeah, even though we're on like Cobra Commander 2 and Duke 2, but it was all over the internet. I read it in Chinese, or Japanese, one of the two, because when I was going through the Weibo to find images and stuff, there it was.
I read it in Facebook comments. It was so weird. Someone just posted it in the Facebook comments, every page of it, and I was like, well, I started reading it. I guess I'm going to finish this.
I think I heard you. I think I was watching when you guys were talking about that. And that's fine. You know, it kind of bothers me just because I'm like, most people didn't even get a chance to read this yet, and you just blew it away. Yeah. But I was on a retailer call with Kirkman, and they were like pushing this book really, really big.
Yeah.
So
they definitely want to make waves with that twist, right?
They're considering this a key issue, which I'm like, whoa! I didn't know there were any key issues in Transformers, but apparently this one is. So
I mean, that's really big. You think about it, what happens?
Yeah, I think they're really splitting. I think they're trying to like really make a split between what's happening on Earth and what's happening off world. You know.
Yeah.
And so that's what they're doing. Transformers to get more cosmic. It's kind of like season 3 of Transformers, sort of. But the last thing is I also got the gold issue.
Gold.
The 10th reprint issues. I was just trying to sell these on my Whatnot show. No one bought any of them, but I was like, well, I got them and I'm killing time, so let me try it. But I love this issue because this cover is really it's new classic Starscream, so it's cool that it's getting the gold treatment from Skybound. So, yep, that's it. That's what I got.
How many reprints did they make of issue 2?
Well, that's the 10th reprint.
Wow. Okay.
But then they did the gold treatment, which means they did like 10 covers of the 10th print. Which they did the same thing with issue 1 about a year and a half ago. So it's kind of like it's a marketing thing, but it's also like kind of a celebration of, hey, we're doing good. It's like gold record kind of thing.
So wild.
We got a couple more that hopped in. KJ Smith, thanks for hopping in. And also I saw Jedi Ben. Thanks for joining us tonight. Anna, did you have any other of those you'd like to show off?
I have one other thing just to show off, just to annoy everyone while we have our guest who doesn't really love KO products. I've had this one for a little while. It was marketed as Reximus Prime. It is a very big KO of the Masterpiece Grimlock. It is a Grimlock that will feel the right size with your Masterpiece figures. Like, he'll actually feel that like giant, huge size he's supposed to be. And it is the Masterpiece Grimlock toy, which I really don't think anyone argues about the fact that that's always been a good toy. Like, it's a really fun, good toy. So I just upgraded to this one at one point or another.
And they've done multiple repaints of that.
Yep. And I like it. It's fun. It's really cheap when you do find it. I don't know if it's still cheap because it might be like hard to find at this point, but it was really inexpensive, and I actually just traded a friend for it who didn't want it anymore. And yeah, it's a fun thing. It's a weird thing to have on your shelf. Evil too, because it's a KO, right? Like, this is just the like most evil kind of KO, just oversized direct KO.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a KO, but it's something that wasn't manufactured. So they probably would have never done it like that either, even though they probably should at the beginning.
Well, it's just wild because they're still using molds from that generation, right? Because they're still using that sound wave.
Well, we'll find out later those molds they're still using.
We will, but it's just it's fascinating to me. Like, would they, if they decide to go forward and do another Grimlock, would they just re-release that Grimlock, or would they actually make a new Grimlock? I don't know.
I would be really disappointed if they just re-released that thing, because it was a great toy when it came out. I remember getting it. It was amazing. It was really awesome. But it has like some weird. It's just sort of fiddly, if I could say it. It's like the Studio Series one is almost an improvement over it. It's just a different aesthetic,
right?
So I would hope that they made, like, I would like, honestly, I'd like them to take the New Age one and just make that, big.
Oh yeah, that one's really nice.
That's what I'm hoping they're doing with Magic Square. There has been teases that Magic Square is going to have all theirs converted into Masterpiece, but we'll see.
That would be real nice.
So I got two more things. Paul already showed it off, but I got the hot rod as well from the Le Film. So yeah, but you already showed that off, but. So if you guys tuned in last week on Thursday night, I did Defender Wave 4 of Blockies. Minus Onslaught and Swindle, because I'm saving that for this week to build Bruticus. I can't hold all these. But one of the coolest things was the trailer they put with it that you can put with your Optimus Prime. And it opens up, does what it does. It has a little roller, and then roller can pull the trailer as well. And then I got the shiny Galvatron. Didn't get the super rare one, but I'll take the shiny Galvatron. I thought that was one of the cooler molds of it, because it was a little bit unique compared to some of the other Blockies. A lot of them, there's a lot of reuse, but that one's fairly unique. Same thing with Wave 6 when it comes to the Beast Wars stuff. A lot of those were unique pieces as well. So I am looking forward next week to building Bruticus, and I think Anna's still joining me, right?
That's right. We're going to Bruticus it up. It's going to be crazy.
Oh, you know what? While I'm still on Blockies, I did find the version 8 stuff at Walmart. But they're all mixed in bins with all the Easter stuff, like the stocking stuffer area in the middle of the aisle. So I just grabbed 4 of them just to see what happens. I mean, they were what, $5, $4.97 a piece. So it's probably one of your best bets to find that wave, and that's the wave that has the Unicron head in it, and
Metroplex.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a banger wave. 8 is really good.
Yep.
It's really fun.
But yeah, that's all I got. You guys ready to get in the slideshow? We got.
I just wanted to comment before we really get started that I don't know what your name is about tonight, but it was not at all connected to me showing off my hamburger.
You didn't tell me we were doing Hamburgers in Paradise, or I would have titled it that.
But you did. You say we're talking about our favorite burger in your subtitle.
Oh, it'll allude to the
something else, but I didn't know what. But I got a burger, so we're good. Let's go ahead.
No, there is something in the slideshow that it's related to it. So
perfect.
I thought you was talking about the show title.
Oh no, I hadn't even looked at the show title.
Yeah.
I'm such a good co-host.
It's okay. I'm just happy you might look at the slideshow from time to time. I was
did.
late sharing
Not
it
the
with you.
title. I looked at the whole slideshow, just not the title.
Sometimes I forget to change the title or the episode number. But so like we always do, we start off with official toy news, and it's brought to you by our sponsor.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
Yeah. You on it right, man?
We now return to the Transformers.
So head on over to Collecticon Toys and use FFC 10 to get 10% off your entire order. Yeah, oh man, I can't talk. I've always touted, if you need individual blockies, like if you go to Walmart and you can't find the ones that you want, Collecticon usually has them individually priced. But it's fair market price, so you got to head there and get those. But sometimes it's better to do that than to hunt for them. That's what I did with Devastator when it first came out, because I didn't want to get the first 2 Defender waves. Now I think I'm going to go back and get them because I'm hooked as I've built these last 3 waves. But yeah, so first off, coming out of Japan and eHobby, did you guys see this stuff?
Just thanks to you.
No.
So eHobby is doing some keychains, badges, and those little acrylic stands. And they are doing Straxus, Magna Convoy, Starscream, Death Saurus, Victory Saber. And then I think on the keychains, we're getting a Triptychon and Metroplex. And then what are those pretenders? Octo Punch, and I can't remember who the other one is.
Stranglehold or something.
Yeah.
Muscle
That's
Man.
right.
Robot dude.
Oh, those are so goofy. Like the character choices are just like some make perfect sense. It's like, oh, Saber and Death Saurus. Okay, great. Yeah, normal. And then what?
Yep.
Plus you got Scamper and Full Tilt and Brunt in there.
Hanging
Didn't
out.
make it. Yeah.
Weird.
Who's that on the left hand side? Like he's almost looks like he's gonna step on Triptychon.
Oh yeah, there's a little tiny guy.
Yeah.
Kremzeek. It's too small. I can't see
I
it.
just made
Transformer,
the
yeah.
image
He's
bigger on my other screen. I can't see what it is.
No idea.
Interesting.
Those
But
are fun.
And then here's the acrylic stands.
Okay.
Maybe I'll.
I like the other character selection for these.
Yeah.
Why does Starscream have a half and half color break there?
Maybe because it's his primary colors other than gray.
I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah. And why I said why I made my title the way I did. We got some of the best official toys you could ever find. My Little Pony's back, baby. So Hasbro is partnering with Burger King, and we are getting at least 6 toys that are Hasbro branded: 2 Transformers, 2 My Little Ponies, a Nerf, and Furby toy. But the one we came here to see is, I guess that's Optimus Prime.
Is that Bumble Guy? Is the other one?
That's what it looks like.
Not enough colors, but
Yeah, so
I like all that except for the Nerf.
I said
And the
news
Nerf's
was,
probably hilarious.
yeah. I'm sure it doesn't fire anything because kids would choke and die. In Minecraft.
Right.
The Beauty Pie is hideous too. Like that's like one of those hideous renditions I've seen of her. So good job.
See, next up we have from Transformers 1 an Optimus Prime roleplay set. Yeah.
Just crazy to still see one merchandise, right?
Yeah. And no Transformers 2, no sequel.
No.
Well, how long has it been now? Has it been 2 years? 3 years?
3.
Yeah, it seems like the window should be closed at this point, but that movie is going to have legs. Like, it's going to be around. Like, when it's 10 years old, people are going to freak out.
Yeah, it'll be like the 86 movie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I would love for it to have legs because it was actually decent.
Yep. And here's how it looks in an adult hand. So put an orange tip on it. Next up, something that was probably surprised a lot of people because just the Chinese Hasbro Taobao store, just somebody robbed these images, and we're looking at our Studio Series Transformers 1 Deluxe Class Thundercracker. And the crazy thing is, like, so they had these promotional images on there, but they also, one of the guys that do promotional or does his own images on Weibo has the figure in hand and took a photo shoot of it.
So those are fan photos. Those are, I mean, obviously, but
Yeah.
I thought maybe they were on the listing with it.
No, it wasn't on the listing. I couldn't find the. Well, you had to go through Baldu or something like that to get on there. So
yeah,
I just ripped them from whoever shared them.
Pretty cool.
Looks great.
Yeah, I think the decos on it look better than the Starscream, to be honest.
It almost feels like they made the head bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just generally looks better.
Yeah. Yeah, let's just see the colors.
Let's see more stuff from Hasbro. Now this is weird. So last week we saw some of these images. I didn't know where they came from. So supposedly there is a website called mightyape.com in New Zealand that has a listing for the HasLab for order or pre-order, and they had stock photos of the Lio Kaiser. Nobody from that I've heard that's backed this has got any update from Hasbro, but yet we have new stock images, packaging images. And one of the things I can't unsee is how they did our boy Death Cobra and turned him into a butt gun.
He has a butt gun.
Or an ass cannon, whatever, term you want to choose.
He is just pooping at his enemies.
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah.
Maybe it's good timing with that, Ace Ventura Rhino thing up for auction. Like, butts are back.
Yeah. One thing I didn't notice when this was being shown off, like the articulated fingers and pointy fingers that it has, the claws on the combined mode. I didn't notice that when I first saw this.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. Like, I think I'm going to regret not getting to play with it. Like, I wouldn't want it ultimately, right? Like, I would want one of the third-party ones that looks better to me. But it sure does look like it'll be fun.
I will have to say what it pulls off, what it should pull off is the combined mode, and I think it does that better than individual mode and alt modes.
The alt modes are a stretch.
Yep. And hashtag butt gun is trending in the chat. So, Abby, maybe that could be the giveaway hashtag.
There we go.
So next up, we have teases/leaks from the TFW message boards. Usually these are pretty like they're usually spot on. And Noon is a new one that I've heard, but he's been finding a lot of product codes lately and UPC codes. And one of the things Noon found was another NFL collab, SF Gold Rush. So if you guys are familiar with NFL, that's referring to the San Francisco 49ers. So along with the Vikings that we've already seen listings for, we have the 49ers. So I'm curious, do you know if they're doing another 4-team wave?
Yes. Yeah, that's how they're going to do it. They're going to do it in fours every time.
That's what I figured. And then we have some pre-order teases. So on the 17th, I forgot to put the image who he's referring to on the 17th, but that's when Monstructor is supposed to go up for pre-order.
Oh, nice.
And then tomorrow, Titan Grimlock is supposed to go up.
It's already up for pre-order on
In demand, right? Yeah. Oh,
No.
yeah, on Collecticon.
Yeah. Just saying.
So then, since those listings hit, more images, stock images of the Grimlock hit. So we got some more detailed packaging. I think we saw the front of the package last week. Now we're getting to see the back of the package. 59 steps. Seems like a decent amount of steps for transformation.
I watched the kind of the Toy Fair live stream video, and maybe people have seen this, but I didn't know that the little mace, like the fist mace spike ball, that actually comes off.
Yeah, isn't it like part of his tail?
No, the thing I'm talking about, the little thing that's on his hand, like in the
okay,
the
yeah,
leader class one, it's always like it's always stuck there, but
okay.
it can actually like it breaks in half and can come off, and he can actually have a hand.
All right, kind of like what's his name from Legacy? Bulkhead.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that mace, or I don't know what you call the bulbous part of a morning star, but like that thing, like on his fist, can, it's like it's encapsulated by that and can be removed.
Quentin, you got a point, and I bet you any amount of money DNA will take care of that in a few months.
Sure it will.
But here's some more images. And before I got on here, I saw some actual product images that somebody put on their personal Amazon page, but they just loaded it full of their logo, so it just looks like it's got fucking measles. So I was like, I'm not even going to share that douchebag's images with his name written all over them. All right, back to Takara. So stuff that we saw teased last week. Now we got some more images of it, some teases of when this stuff was going to go up for pre-order, and then a day later we actually got stock images. So they're doing, it's really weird how they're doing this. So they're not doing all the more than meets the eye stuff that's at Target. They're doing like a partial wave with 2 of them, and then the Studio Series Sunstreaker. It looked like it was kind of in a wave. These are all together, but I think their numbers are a little bit different. I don't remember.
They're in sequence.
Yeah, that's right. They're in sequence, like TS56 or something like that.
Yeah, it's like 24 through 26 or something.
Yeah. And like I said, we've already seen these in the States. I mean, shoot, we got all these other than the Sunstreaker.
In the chat, Candyman asked how big the Grimlock is. It's a Titan.
I can't remember how big they've said it.
I can't remember the inches. Yeah. It's not quite to the 2-foot level. I know it's not that big.
Yeah.
But it is actually reasonably large.
Well, we'll know next week.
We'll know soon.
We'll definitely have a confirmation by tomorrow for sure.
Yeah, we'll know.
There are pictures from Toy Fair where you can get an idea of how big it is compared to humans and other toys. So you could probably get an idea by looking through those.
And more stuff that we've seen here that Takara is releasing, but they're doing their mini bots in 2-packs. Now, they're in their individual packaging, but they're selling them as 2-packs. So Bumblebee and Gears are together, Brawn and Sea Spray, and then Wheelie and Outback.
Seeing them all together just really makes it stand out that they didn't do the toy face for Bumblebee.
Yeah.
Everyone else gets their nasty toy faces, and he doesn't.
So they're going to do a like toon accurate Bumblebee and put the toy face on it, and then you're going to have to buy a 4th one or a 5th one, and you might get the right face because they might put bumper on one of them, or they might turn one into hubcap. You never know what might happen.
That's so weird that they're just taking the US ones and just releasing them. Like,
yeah, they're not even making them.
I mean, I wonder if the back is different. There's got to be some. I mean, the back has to be different because that's where the barcode and everything. There's probably a sticker over it or something.
Well, were these sold in Japan like this at all?
What do you mean?
Like, were they on cards? Did they sell them on cards originally?
like in the 80s.
Yeah, in the 80s.
Not on card. They were in little boxes.
Yeah, little boxes.
So maybe that's why they're, or maybe it's a cost-cutting thing, so they don't have to do boxes.
Yeah, I think they're just like, well, we're just doing whatever you're doing and keeping the pipeline the same, which is it's just boring, you know.
Well, I don't see any Japanese on those packages, so maybe
No.
they're just doing a wrapper, like how we do the black
Yeah.
covers.
Yeah, they could.
Our
They
products?
could. That's the thing. You're seeing maybe what's inside of the. If they're sold
Right.
together, there's probably like one of those. My guess is that it would be one of those. You know, we get black sleeves. Japan does white sleeves.
Yeah.
They do when they get like a US version of something. They put a white like grid sleeve over it. So maybe they'll do that. Like, because you could put them together. You know, like you
Or
like
maybe-
you would.
Maybe
And
they'll
then-
get like a slip cover, like how the Beast Wars stuff got one.
Potentially, yeah. I guess we'll have to see. They don't show you the final package usually in ever.
Right.
You just have to. It's like a surprise. You have it now. You know.
But probably the stuff that we really want to see from Takara that we saw 10, 15 years ago, but in different colors. The MPG cassettes. We got Buzzsaw, Ratbat, and Ravage.
These just make me know that I'm a sucker, right? Because when I look at these, I'm just like, they look so much better. I need these new ones. Like, I've owned these figures for 100, 150 years. And for some reason, I seem to need different colors of them.
Yeah. But he looks so good as a family.
Oh, that does look.
And now they're all teenagers at this point.
Right?
They're ready to drive, get out of the house, live their own
Rumble
life.
I have to have every variation of Rumble. Now, the good news is I haven't seen like any official US final prices for them yet, but I did see the Amazon Japan prices, and it
Mhm.
made it look like they'll actually be reasonable. So, because I think it was only like 63 or 6,400 yen for Rumble and Frenzy. And that, like, with the conversion rate right now, it's a pretty good price if you get it shipped for cheap.
Right.
That probably means that they'll be in the like $50 range for the two of them, which would be, it's expensive for MP cassettes in a way, but also not. So it would be
For
fine.
3 of them, though, that's not bad.
Two. That's just for
Oh,
the 3-pack was running like 100,000 or 10,000 yen.
okay. I will, like I've said before, if you need a Rat Bat, that's a Masterpiece Rat Bat, it's probably going to be your cheapest route, though, so you don't have to buy a Sound Blaster. And then here is Rumble and Frenzy and all their accessories.
Those cassettes look good. I know it's just like one, it's like flat color, but it's like it looks so good.
It's just like the Rumble's just a little bit different. It's just different enough. It's just more cartoonish enough that it's like, oh, that's the one I've always needed. Total sucker.
This has got to be the end of this mold, right? Like,
I mean, we all had hopes that Soundwave was going to be a new version of Soundwave released, upgraded, and it was the same damn thing.
oh, now they can just make a style Gen 1, right? Like in next month.
Let's see, maybe next has maybe, but typically, man, they kind of left those whole tape packs since what Earthrise was the last one we got a pack that came with the for Clouder.
Oh, wow. Gosh.
I mean,
Yeah.
there were
Been that
Studio
long?
Series cassettes, though.
Yeah, I
the
guess
series
so.
They weren't-
cassettes are.
But yeah, they weren't like logoed or called mini spy bots like the first 3-4 packs were, right? For 2 packs,
right.
4 packs. Let's see. Animation Air tape bots next. Let's go. Hey, I mean, the way
enemy.
the way MPG is repainting, I could see it happening. Speaking of repaints, but in the premium variation, here is the Dramatic Capture Series. It's not dead. We thought it was dead when they announced that glow-in-the-dark Lyle convoy. We thought maybe they were going in a different direction. nope, they're bringing back some old molds to upgrade the paint, and I think aren't these pretty high though in the secondary market just because of this whole combination feature? I haven't looked it up, but even like a few years ago, they were fairly expensive.
Yeah, they're up there. I mean, the 32 Optimus was available at some Walmarts right before Christmas. I found one of those toys ever. So it was very hard to find. There were not very many. I think this set is money. Like I think everyone I know that's into this is excited for it.
Right. Yeah.
Obviously.
As much as some of us Bayverse buddy duddies are, this is still or a bah humbug Bayverse people. This is still a cool design, and I thought it was cool in the movie when it happened. Other than he was still alive. Let's see. What do we got next?
I'll be back.
Guess who's back?
People keep asking if I'm back, and I haven't really had an answer. But now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
You gotta put your back into it, dumbass.
Hello, boys! I'm back!
Well, back by popular demand, kinda. Only in UK. This Legacy Evolution Armada Prime went up for pre-order on in-demand toys. Didn't go up anywhere else, even though JT Prime said it was going to. So maybe it was an error over here. Collecticon, do you have any insight on this?
I haven't had the opportunity to purchase this, so
Okay.
I don't know. But it kind of was a surprise to me. But I still have a feeling, there's no reason why it would only be in the UK. That's that'd be very unusual. I'm not saying it's, nothing's impossible, but it would be very unusual for that to happen. This has already been rerun.
Yeah.
At least once. So usually these things are made available. The one thing that people in my Whatnot show have been trying to tell me that Motor Master's getting reissued, and I'm like, but that was right before that was like literally hours before this got announced, and I was like, well, maybe that is true, but then I've still heard crickets. So
right.
I know everyone wants that to happen. It doesn't mean it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I just want the G2 one. Screw reissue. Give me the G2 Motor Master.
Well, I think that's how it's probably gonna happen. Is if
Yeah.
they do that, they'll be like, well, let's throw a run of these on too.
So did you see Nate's post about what teams do you want to complete? And I was like, I commented, I was like, the correct answer is the G2 Stunticons. And I had probably like the most likes for a while on that post. And I don't know if they're paying attention, but clearly they're throwing that stuff out there to see what they can reel in.
I mean, I think all they're doing is trying to prove their cognitive bias.
Right.
They're they already know what they're doing. They're just trying to reinforce what they're see.
Yep. They do love it. They do want
They
it.
do want what I said, guys. We're doing it.
And one other thing that was noted on here is Jetfire is not pre-ordering soon, but they are gearing up for a reveal. And it's not the Jetfire some of you might be thinking of. It's the Jetfire pants. So, and I put a little image of the animation, but yeah.
Well, that would make a ton of sense if they are reissuing this, because they're not going to release the combining component of this that's $100 if they don't re-release the other one,
Right.
reinforce the sales of both. So.
Yep.
I'm
Yeah,
sure
that was
you'll have your opportunity to get Armada Optimus, no problem.
And it's not like we've had phantom drops on Pulse or BBTS in the past where oh, here you go. This is up for pre-order again. It's coming back out. I think Nemesis was kind of like that. It came out of nowhere for the normies.
Yeah. I mean, that it was the same thing. That was a rerun, but I mean that one just actually landed. Same thing with Breakdown.
Same thing with Predaking.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, I'm sure this is coming. Just keep your pants on.
No pun intended.
Not really, but it worked.
Sure.
So next up, this is kind of out of order, but YOLO Park teased their. So last week you got a teaser. It was more like a gray model, dark gray model, and now we got a really good look at the Transformers Bumblebee Optimus Prime. And there's a reason why there's two images. It's kind of hard to tell the difference here, but when we go further in the slides with the official reveals, you'll see why. But Blockies is next. And now we got a full wave reveal with official images of the the C02 Wreck and Rule set. So you have what is that? Iron Fist, Cosmos, Scoop, Pipes, Huffer, Springer, Shattered Glass, Sideswipe, Breakdown, Run Amok, Overlord, Jet and Tank Mode, and Roadbuster.
Is that really Shattered Glass Sideswipe?
Yeah.
That's lame. That should be G2 Drench. Like, come on. Assholes.
Yeah, they confirmed it on one of their posts, but then here's kind of like individual close-up looks.
I just realized, is there no mention of the pilot this time?
We'll get there.
Oh, okay.
They slowly trickle these images out like for the last 3 or 4 days. But so here's some images of Overlord, and it shows how you can take it apart and reassemble it into a combined mode. And they have like 2 variations that you can do.
It makes me want it. I hate that. I hate it that makes me actually want that.
That's pretty cool. Hey, at least they did it this way and didn't do it half and half in like wave 2 and 3.
That's true.
Count your blessings.
How many waves am I going to have to buy to put together a Volcanicus? I mean,
yeah.
I feel like it's going to be 5.
And then here was their spotlight on Sideswipe, Breakdown, Run Amok. And then we have some of the play features, like how you have playable features on them, how parts on them move. And then we
Pipes
have
can die.
2. Oh yeah, pipes can die. Yeah. I was going to say, somebody just mentioned, did you see the Overlord pick doing some tap dancing on pipes? So I haven't seen it. But then Roadbuster and Springer are our chase variants. And then here is some more variants. And then here's the little driver.
Okay, we get clear, not blue this time.
Okay.
Just want to point out, like, the pipes thing. It's actually Overlord's footprint, like verbatim how it looked in the comic.
Yep.
Like it's like the tread on the bottom of his feet is the imprint on it. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, if you can zoom in. I remember years and years ago when Moss Toys made one of those.
That was one of the greatest runs of Transformer storytelling, man. That whole fight on the Lost, like that was like peak.
It's scary. It made Overlord actually scary.
Yeah. I was scared when they showed him hanging in the thing. Like, uh-oh, that's a nuclear bomb just waiting to go off. This is not good. I was just so into the fiction then. I was just really into it. So brings me back. Oh, you're muted, Talib.
I was taking a drink and I muted. I should just gurgle on the mic. I always forget to turn it back on. But as what I was saying, so Anna, with Overlord being in this wave, are you going to buy the wave or are you going to just piece it out?
It's not. I have to just tell myself it's not my Overlord, right? Like I have my Super God Master Force Overlord. I just have to section it off, say that this is a different Overlord. Even though I also enjoyed that story, I just have to draw a line.
That's okay. So next up, I don't know if you guys remember, but I was railing on this all day. Alpha Action Mega Optimus Prime, the Prime that was like 14 inches tall, because it had issues where the ratchets in the knees and legs didn't matter because it was just a floppy mess. So I was on Show Z the other day and just kind of looking at it, and they have a note, and they're working on. They've paused whatever products have went out, and they're retooling the molds and fixing the floppiness of it. So I know a couple people asked me about it. So be on the lookout. They are doing a update on it, but I don't know how many got out beforehand. So that's the only bad thing. Check some early reviews of this thing. It was bad.
And that's good because All Day really hasn't put out anything bad so far. So they're actually fixing this, shows that they want to continue being a quality licensee.
Yep. And speaking of All Day, they was at some dealer conference. That's how the post where this stuff showed up. And like this went crazy on my X. Like when we get to the little chibi stuff, like I think I had like 30,000 impressions from my post. Like I've never got that many on a post before. Like I was just getting notification after notification. But you kind of can see images there of their, was it the AAM wave with Ultra Magnus. There's two Ultra Magnus. There's Ultra Magnus with his armor, the white bot variant, but one of them, his chest opens up, but it doesn't have a matrix, is what it says. The chase variant is the shattered glass Ultra Magnus, along with the, I guess that's the Shack wave, but it's got a red chest and a reddish pink chest and hands. So
It's like it's too black.
yeah,
But it's cool. It looks awesome. I don't care if it's not exactly Shockwave or any of those weird variants. It's like a cool looking Shockwave. Not everything has to be
one of these
referential.
sellers.
so
Looks
again,
good.
Nina. And you can't really see it, but all those gray models, those are all IDW characters. It's a Starscream. I can't remember who was all in it. I had it on my post, but yeah, they're going like IDW route now on their next wave. And then the thing that just like blew up was this stuff. Was Bumblebee taking a dump on the Energon cube, or all of them are, and these images on that one post is the ones that like blew up for me.
The last time we got quality chibi Transformer statues was the Transformers Kindergarten. And those were adorable, right? Those are super cute, but I hate diapers. So these I'm really into because they don't have diapers and I get more cute little Transformers.
Yep.
And Laserbeak's apparently one of them, which is strange.
Yeah.
It's not really chibi.
It's just funny how they're all sitting on Energon cubes like pouting, but it looks like they're not pouting. It looks like they're pottying.
Are they pooping?
Yeah.
That makes it even better. Although that's kind of similar to diapers.
I think
I don't
that
know. I'll have
explains
to
your
think about it.
30,000 impressions.
Right. Bunch of Transformer pervs out there.
Yeah, there's something.
All right,
Players
so
back, baby.
here is the images that should have led into that Yellow Park Optimus Prime. So is the reason why they had two like images like that. So there's a Cybertronian mode and Earth mode, and parts can swap out to do both.
Okay, it's not two separate figures. It's just
Right.
two variations. For a
Right.
second, I thought they were marketed as two separate figures, which would have been pretty mean. But no, this is fine.
And the nice thing is, if you want, you could probably do a combination of both if there's something that looks better than the other. Then I really like the axe that comes with this guy. Like, it's not your normal Energon axe, but it's just like this. It's like Energon Viking axe. It's like, it's like they want me to buy this stuff with these images.
They do. You
Right.
figured out the secret.
All right, good job with all the promotions. But yeah, I have the Bumblebee movie masterpiece version of this Optimus Prime, so I don't know. I think I'm good.
Did YOLO Park ever come out with the hyper version of this? Because that was their first product. Was like the $3,000 giant 2-foot Bumblebee Optimus Prime. Do you remember that?
I remember that, but I don't know what happened.
It looked incredible. Like when you moved its legs, all the gears moved. It was like an ergonomically designed, amazing, intricate thing. And I remember reaching out to him. I was like, "Hey, I want to carry this. Like, I want to wholesale this. Like, how many would I have to get? Blah blah blah." And they were just like, "Well, we're not sure if we're gonna do it." You know, so like I kind of just was like, "Well, okay, forget you." And I just don't know if I feel like they pivoted. They're like, this is cool. We can do this, but like, let's sell things people can actually purchase.
Right. Well, it's like that Metroplex. You know, if that would have came out, the way everybody was touting that thing, you would have saw it somewhere by now.
Which one?
That 4-foot tall Metroplex.
It's real?
It is real. I've seen it.
I know, that's what I'm saying. If the one that YOLO Park was going to do came out, you would have seen like.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. Yeah, it must not have. They must, or else it's like China only. You know, I don't know. Because it was like $3,000. It was crazy.
Shogun Omega has a question, and this is really open-ended. What is the definitive Optimus Prime? I don't know if that's a joke because it's a joke in other people's streams, but it all depends on when you grew up.
Nostalgia. The end.
Well, he didn't ask what's yours. He asked what is the.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not taking the bait.
Oh. Nostalgia fixed it. It fixed everything. The end.
So Yakface and a bunch of other people posted that Walmart is doing another Collecticon on March 19th. And I know there's a Joe capsule, but there is a Transformers capsule. And it was some of the listings we saw. What was it? The Energon stuff?
The Energon nonsense wave, yeah. Where it's neither the Energon universe nor the Energon cartoon, but it's called Energon to confuse you.
And I think we're getting in that Commander class Prime again as well. Maybe the dead variant.
Oh, that's what I thought. Yeah. I had it all mixed up because I thought all the Target stuff was going to be at Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like really confused. Like, I didn't have my head in the game in 2026. There's other things going on, believe it or not. But yeah, I believe the dead. Like, it's probably the mold that is the More Than Meets the Eye one, the One Shall Stand Optimus, but it's dead.
Yeah.
It's gray.
So Target gets the getting killed Prime, and then Walmart gets the dead one.
Yeah, and so you might think, like, I'm like, oh well, maybe they'll have a purple like grid version of Megatron.
Yeah,
but I don't believe that that's something that has been announced or leaked or whatever. It's kind of fun to not know what's coming once in a while, so I don't really know what's coming with this. But originally, I believe it was supposed to be the Cybertron toys that they nixed.
Yeah,
like the Skywarp and I don't know, something else.
Oh yeah. Well, so carry on with dead things at Walmart. These pictures were taken by me. So there is a lot of stuff on clearance around me. Like I mentioned pregame before the show, I found the Hot Wheels crossover stuff for $15 a piece. The Grimlock I purchased was $30. The Naruto crossover is $25.
Ooh.
And even like that deluxe Marvel Legends Electro was like $10, and that was like a $40 figure. So I mean, they were knocking prices off. And then Flatline was $17. So I mean,
so what do you think this means? Because when they made this end cap thing or middle of aisle thing, not every store got it,
right?
And at the time when this happened, a lot of stores like nixed, at least the Transformers section, they nixed it down to garbage.
So I was finding before Christmas stuff on clearance. Like I got a bunch of stuff for my son. Like I got those Stingers for like $37. I got 3 of those for like $37. Those were originally $99, I think, or $90. So it's like it looked like it was something that they were just loading up with product. Some of it was new, some of it was stuff we've already seen before. And then certain Walmart said, "Oh, we got more stuff. Let's clearance this shit and get it out of here." And some Walmarts I went to, the stuff moved. Like one Walmart that's a town away from this Walmart, stuff moved. This Walmart, things were not moving unless it was like the, if you're familiar with GI Joe, they did this Dire Viper that had like the green translucent stuff that was like $60. Those things flew off the shelf. Like you can't find those things. But like this G2 Grimlock stuck around, all this other stuff stuck around.
Well, part of the problem with Grimlock is they released 2 Grimlocks at the exact same fucking time. What the fuck were they thinking with that? Come on. Like,
yep.
I don't know. They messed that up. That was a mistake. Sorry, Hasballs. You did it bad.
And from what I heard, that was just supposed to be a seasonal thing, so it was supposed to end when it was supposed to end. I hope it's successful because that was fun walking into your Walmart and seeing these displays in the middle of the aisle with all this product.
I have a feeling it was a test because if they got rid of this product in a lot of places, like there's certain stores around me that just do not have collector level stuff unless they had this end cap, and they all didn't have it. So I think they're probably testing the Walmarts that did this, how'd they do? The ones that got rid of this stuff, how did they do? And this, they might be, if everything went to clearance, that's not great.
Yeah.
It's great for us, but like long term, it's not great.
Yeah, and I think that's like a big topic right now. It's like, but it seems like it's the topic people talk about always this time of year after Christmas is over and RosCon's ended. And like I've said,
RosCon never ends.
RosCon never ends. Like we've been saying this. A lot of people. I'm sure I've said it. Oh, they're going to start reducing inventory. They're going to start reducing inventory. Every year RosCon hits. I don't know. There's probably a breaking point, but I'm going to call bullshit till I actually see it.
Yeah. I hope we don't see it, But
yep. Same.
Something's got to break at some point. You can't keep giving away stuff that you need to sell for
and
price.
And like what you brought up at the beginning of the show, the whole Target, that report that came out that Target was going to start reducing inventory on stuff.
Yeah.
Kind of curious if that actually will happen.
That'd be rough.
Or what it is. Is it toys, like general toys, or is it collectible toys? Like,
yeah, we don't know.
The aisles we go down.
Well, all I can say is I went to a Target by me the other day and noticed there was an entire aisle of that Zuru shit.
Yeah.
Those balls, those random balls. And I'm like, this is bad news. This is an entire aisle of this.
They have a ton of it.
So
how can they facilitate this?
Is that kids friendly stuff?
It's kind of blind boxy.
Oh, okay.
It's it's another thing when economies go down, people like gamble more. Like that's something I've seen from literally it's like why the Labubus are so big. It's because people are like they're getting a fix on it. It's like
you mean like One Piece cards, Abby?
Yeah, but like cards are going crazy too, right? Because card games have also like just a few years ago, my old Magic cards from back in the day were worth almost nothing. And now they've gone up so much because the card market has been driven by the gacha, right?
Yeah.
That gambling random slots. So yeah, you're right. We're just covered in it.
Speaking of gacha, our lovable CEO of Hasbro is getting gotcha'd because of what he did with Magic.
What? Please tell me.
You haven't heard?
Tell me. I need to know.
What the practices that they were performing drove down the prices of rare stuff for Magic, and they got a lawsuit on them.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, they also sent a lawsuit to the United States government.
Yeah.
So it keeps rolling downhill or uphill in this case.
Good times.
But things that's never controversy in the world of Transformers, third party, baby. I only got one bit of news, and this is from
That's crazy.
Mechanical. I forget the name of this This company,
Mechanical Skull?
Magnificent Mecha.
Oh, okay.
This is their 2007 Optimus Prime, and boy, can he stretch those legs. This thing transforms. It's not an action figure.
So crazy.
No way.
Yeah.
That looks like the Revel Tech. That is awesome.
Look at some of the poses this guy can do.
Damn, I want that.
That's fun to play with.
Optimus can twerk, guys.
Good.
And that's all for third party. About the best thing we got for third party will probably be next week. It's probably going to be a loaded show next week because TFCon is next weekend.
And we still haven't found out the exclusives, which I feel like happens every TFCon. It's like a few days before, and it's like, what will the exclusives be? Because Anna always wants the exclusives, so.
Anna, are you upset that you're going to miss out this year?
I'm bummed, but at the same time, have a friend going, so I'll manage to get the exclusives.
Listen, that shirt, I saw. What do you think of that shirt?
It's all right.
Brutal. It's bad. Like
A little uninspired.
I wish they would have consulted me before they released that. I would have helped them out.
Yeah, I don't like it either. I was kind of disappointed in the art print because, I'm supposed to get excited whenever it's Alex Milne art because I really like his art, but I just don't think that piece came out particularly cool.
Is that Colin in the back? I think it is.
I think so.
I think it is. That's really funny.
It's got a sense of humor to it. I do like that. I like the idea. I just don't think the robots look as good as they should.
What's that say at the bottom? After cockrum? What's that mean? It says that in the bottom.
It does. No idea.
So maybe it's referencing another artist, like another person's piece.
Oh,
okay. I just saw that on a different comic that was referencing another artist, and it said after the artist. So maybe that.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know what the piece is, but maybe that's a thing. A way people do that.
So Anna, you have people there that'll buy you something if there's things that drop. Is there any thing you're looking forward to, or any speculation what you might see?
Well, MMC always does something with their cassettes, so. I think you shared on here last week, right? You shared that image, and I do believe they're either going to finally premiere the Rat Bat. That's what I think they're going to do. I think they're finally going to premiere. Mastermind Creations is going to premiere their regular cassette-sized Rat Bat. It's going to be glorious, and I'm going to get one, and it's going to be fun. They often do a repaint too, but it would probably just literally be this that I have sitting in front of me. It would probably just be the blue ram horn.
Yeah.
Just not in the crappy old KFC. It would just be in the fancy, nice MMC, which I would probably also want. So MMC can actually quite manipulate me into buying things pretty badly. So
yeah. I know we'll see updates from MMC on the Constructicons. I know we'll see updates, Fans Toys, X-Transbots. Typically, I think a lot of our little companies, we've already seen their stuff.
I do too.
I really hope Fans Hobby comes back with a vengeance and gives us more Super God Master Force Pretenders or just something. But I have a feeling that they are too much embedded in the 1/12 vehicle manufacturing where they're slipping on Transformer stuff. That stuff's cool, but I want Fans Hobby back.
It is cool. I mean, it's when I talk to people who collect, I'll talk about this later, but I've been talking to someone who just opened a toy store here, and the concept as a non-Transformers collector, when I had to explain what in the world third party was, he was just like, what are you talking about? You're talking about KOs, right? And it's like, no, not KOs, but they're not licensed, but they're, and it's just this bizarre thing, he's a Star Wars collector, and he's just completely is it Hot Toys? What's going on?
Right.
And it's no, it's its own thing. So it's nice that Fans Hobby has bled that over to G.I. Joe at least. So we'll at least get another franchise that has at least some third party. So it might be more of a common term or idea.
I think we're slowly seeing more third-party companies, like non-licensed companies, making action figures where the Transformer noobs that don't know about this whole third-party thing is slowly getting indoctrinated into it. Especially with how big these festivals and Wonderfest are getting, and seeing some unofficial things at those shows. So, I think it's Wonderfest.
Wonderfest, they get like a 1-day license from the license holder to
Yeah.
Show
which
it
is
off.
cool. Like that's the way it should be. Like,
Right.
to be able to do cool stuff like that.
But let's get into these comic books real quick, because these were short issues, and then we'll get with Paul and give us an update on Collecticon. So did you get to read the murderous man that is the name Cobra Commander?
Oh,
Duke
yes.
first. I'm sorry.
Duke first.
But he is wanted for murder.
Yep, we get to see Duke bring in Clutch, apparently. And Clutch is normally a G.I. Joe character, right? Like, I'm not...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was
Cool.
the vampire.
I'm not that, like, much of a big G.I. Joe fan. I love the cartoon, but that was about as far as I ever went with it. And the toys are neat. So, yeah, he gets a friend of his mixed up in everything.
But Sherry, she's new. Or, well, he couldn't remember her name.
Clutch is built to be a very good guy. Good guy. But he makes cool cars. He repairs cool cars. Are going to be important.
Yeah. It looks like he's got a little bit of medic in his background, because he pulled a couple bullets out of Duke.
Oh, those are bullets? I thought those were teeth.
No, he got hit a couple times.
See, I don't know. They were white, so I was like, oh, there's teeth in a jar. Okay. Just gonna run out of teeth.
But what was it? Clutch is kind of, not only is he a gearhead, he can tinker with electronics, and it looks like they found, was that Destro's factory, I think?
Yeah,
we'll find out.
Destination to go to.
Yeah.
But they get interrupted by the evil force known as G.I. Joe.
Yep,
evil force known as rock and roll.
Yeah, we were teased with rock and roll last week. And rock and roll is not alone.
They make rock and roll really goofy, throwing his double horns and stuff.
Yeah.
While potentially killing a civilian.
Yeah, because we don't know what happened to Sherry. Hopefully she got out of there.
I wasn't even thinking about her. I was just thinking about Clutch. Because he doesn't seem to be a military guy. He just seems to be a friend of Duke's from pre-military.
Yep.
And they're like, oh, we just wanted to make sure to get you away from the civilian. And they did not succeed at that. And they almost killed both of them. So
right.
I'm really feeling optimistic for G.I. Joe so far.
Well, you know, like, I know like what like Clutch has later on. And I'm just curious if this is part of that. What he's driving away in. All right. I'm not going to say anything else.
Sure it is.
But yeah, so that's his vamp. Almost like the original toy, kind of.
They really kill some cars in these 2 issues.
Yeah.
If you have a love for G.I. Joe vehicles.
Yeah, but he did take out the tires, though, right? That's somewhat safe.
Safe.
And then Stalker kind of shows how much of a badass he is, and just one kicks Duke to the ground and then knocks him out. And they end up in the pit. And they're not alone.
Yeah, this seems to be some convoluted plot. Instead of just telling Duke, hey, join G.I. Joe, they wanted to convolutedly kidnap him, put him in a secret prison, and then maybe talk him into it later.
Yeah.
But luckily, he runs into this mysterious lady with iconic glasses and a look that seems familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder who she could be.
We'll find out.
Now,
next.
as someone who hasn't read these, I'm wondering if they're gonna lean into the It just made me think of the freaking movie, the first live action Joe movie,
Oh,
where
he
the
was
Baroness was just the mind controlled Duke girlfriend.
yeah. Bobby, just pay attention, bud. Pay attention. He's being a smartass. He knows who the women are.
Ugh,
All right, so moving on
I think that
to
you're right.
moving on to Cobra Commander number 2. We are introduced to the Dreadnoughts.
Yeah, this was a rough issue for me the first time because I always loved the Dreadnoughts as comic relief in the cartoon, and having them turn into these Texas Chainsaw Massacre hillbilly murder guys. A little rough on me.
They're smiling as they do it. There's a little comedy. So yeah, they're interrogating these guys, and then to get one to talk, they lie to him.
They cut
And
the head off the other one casually.
Yep. And we get our first look at the Thunder Machine.
It surprised me that it was just straight up the toy.
It's
I did
Soundwave.
not expect that. To just be like, oh, that toy's on my shelf over there. It turns into Soundwave. Huh.
Well, and then we meet up with Cobra Commander and his buddy. And they
almost
are
killed a child.
Yeah. Before they go on the swamp tour, he's about to kill a child. Yep.
But don't worry, the Beard Enforcer says don't do that.
Whoa. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
I don't know what you're talking about. He's just a strong guy with a beard.
Dude with the beard.
Yeah.
So we kind of see a little bit of a backstory. He does a little. You see that Pythona puts a little squiddy tooth monster on him, or a starfishy looking tooth thing on him.
Terrifying Cobra Law technology.
Yeah.
Their organic technology is whew, body horror stuff. It's good times.
Yeah, and as Cobra Commander and his friend argue back and forth, a park ranger shows up. Probably not the best thing for this park ranger.
Works out really good for him.
Yeah, lo and behold, Cobra Commander's little security details bulletproof, and he's got a hard head.
He just gets disarmed. He'll be fine.
I like what you did there.
I don't think I do. I'm a little embarrassed.
And as the no-armed man was distracted by, we see Cobra Commander gets away and finds the shack where the Dreadnoughts are from.
And he ruins their donuts because he is an asshole. Like, what kind of guy just ruins their donuts? They were just ready to come home after murdering some people, have a nice little donut break.
Yeah. And then we kind of see a little bit of the technology that Cobra Commander uses and blows up the Thunder Machine.
Kills another iconic toy. Yeah.
Could you imagine if what they did with the Star Wars HasLab, where it blew up after it was funded, and then this issue came out after the Thunder Machine HasLab funded? But then the Dreadnoughts get distracted by Zarana, and said they got to meet up with the family.
Yeah.
So Cobra Commander gets away and falls in a pit with some alligators.
Bloosh.
For somebody who's is cold, calculated, he kind of fell in some quicksand.
And in case we didn't get it before, we know that he's looking for literally Energon.
Yep.
And we do know that he is literally looking for Energon to use it for the glory of Cobra Law.
So join us next week. We're kind of a little pivot. We're reading Duke issue number 3 and Void Rivals number 7. So we're heading back to Void Rivals. It's kind of weird. We go from like Duke Void Rivals, Cobra Commander Void Rivals, so it's a little bit of bouncing.
You know, take a little break from the Cobra Commander. So there'll probably be less blood next week than this week.
Yeah, possibly. I can't remember. I don't know. I remember something that happens in the Duke comic book that's a bloody. I can't remember if it's issue 3 or 4.
Yay.
It's bloody. But all right.
It's a bloody buddy.
So yeah, that's
Thank you for surviving through we said earlier, oh, this is going to be a short one.
I know.
Much news, and then hour 20 minutes. Here we are. The reason we brought Mr. Collecticon on the show today.
Yeah.
For him to stare off into the distance.
Yeah. So, well, I've just got the 1,000-yard stare. Yeah. Thanks for. I mean, I don't know. I love. I'm not on. I used to be on a show or two all the time, and I'm not anymore. So it's just fun to kind of be here and shoot the shit with you guys, if you will.
Yeah, I think Christian was the same way when he joined us a couple weeks ago. Seemed like he enjoyed it.
I think I watched that one. That was the one I watched some of because I remember seeing that. But that being said, yeah, I'm here to kind of. You could say I'm here to promote something, but I kind of promised you that I would do my first sort of reveal with this, and as you may or may not know, my name is Paul. I am the person behind the Collecticon brand, Collecticon toys, collecticon.org, Collecticon everything. Not any shows. Any shows you ever go to called Collecticon, they are infringing on my intellectual property, but we let it slide because there's no point in suing a small show. But just kidding.
Now, if they use the logo, it's another story.
Well, that's a different story. I actually did a show. I sold at a show that was called Collecticon, and they said when I went to show up at my table, they put my name on, like my first and last name, like not my company name. And I was like, okay, okay, guys, like this isn't happening again. Anyways, so what I'm here to talk about is, last time we spoke, it was the Collecticon, right?
Yep.
That's how you knew it. Well, things have changed.
Oh.
Things have changed. That was a working title. And now the site that I'm making, which is a Transformer-centric collector tracker website at its core, it's simply called collecticon.com. Okay. So after many, many years, the intended name of this thing is finally here. And so I am here to present to you the soft launch version of collecticon.com. And so before I really get into it, there's a few things I want to say. And I know we've been going on a long time and I can talk a lot. My goal is to kind of walk you through some of this, like do a demo. And I expect you guys to kind of like do Q&A. We can either do Q&A at the end or we can do it in flight, whatever you feel like. And viewers can do the same thing, and I'll try to answer any questions. But
probably in flight, because I'll just feel sad if I don't hear my own voice for that long. So
me too. I don't want to talk for that long. It's a bad idea.
You need a drink every now and then, right?
Yeah. But so when I say I promised that I would launch this thing in February, and on February 28th we launched it on collecticon.com. So I just want to point, just a little bit of you
made it.
We were pretty excited to actually do that. I really didn't care, but my partner and he was like, I think we can do it. I'm like, well, let's do it, because that was like on a Saturday. So we worked over the weekend, but we made it happen. Now, when I say it's a soft launch, I've had people in to beta test it, and it's still in like an early version, but we're going to basically allow 100 users to get into it to be able to use it. So if you go to collecticon.com and do the sign in and add, basically sign up to get in it, you'll basically be putting your email in a list, and then the first 100 people will be greenlit into the program. And be able to like see everything and edit it and make a user account. So that's my spiel. Please go on there. I'm looking for people that like want to help this thing exist. And in that sense, I mean, if you have a certain part of the Transformers fandom that you care about, whether it's like, oh, I grew up on Beast Wars, or I love Kiss Players, or I love KOs, or I love third party, specifically XYZ companies of third party, or I love Sunstreaker, like whatever, however narrow or wide you want to be, I can find a place for you to help make this, and you can be like on the ground floor and like have some influence if this thing takes off. I can't promise it's going to. So that's my spiel, but I should probably show you what it is before I promise all this stuff. So I'm going to share my screen, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go for it.
So here we are. This is this live? Yeah. So this is the working website. This is collecticon.com. If you go there, I think you can probably see this right now. And I'll just try to go through this as quickly as possible. I mean, this is the front page. It's not, necessarily all dolled up to the extent that it's going to be, but what you can see here is live working website. These are the latest updates, means these are products. And when I say products, there's a specific meaning for that, a definition of that. These are like the last 4 products that have been tweaked, like information has been added, or photos have been added, or something has been changed about this information. This is your collection. I'm not logged in. I'm going to get logged in at some point to show you, but this is where your collection information, like kind of a mini dashboard, would show up. These are toy lines that are currently fleshed out. Essentially, to the point where like every product that's in the toy line is there. It exists. So
Right.
you could collect it. Is it completely every piece, nook and cranny of those products? Probably not. And here's featured products. These are basically just components on the front page to give you the idea of what this potentially could be. Like all these products are from different toy lines. Jakanen just asked, anything for 3.0? Yeah, sure, they will be, but currently that's not. That's a second party licensed product that'll be in here for sure. But it's currently I don't believe I even have 3.0 in here as a company. But I could do that right now. I have the ability to do it. But so as you can see here, my choice with these 8 products to be as the featured products is very intentional to kind of showcase. Yeah. I mean, when I first started this Hot Rod wasn't out, but now it's come out in the past month. So the point was like, hey, this is upcoming. I mean, obviously, Missing Link Grimlock here is upcoming. We don't have a picture of the product yet, so this is like a sizzle image. And there's some pretty old stuff. This is pre-Transformers. There's Beat Zaguna here. That's pre-Transformers. We have Masterpiece, G1, Red, and even a third-party product. All these things are meant to be fully fleshed out in this, and you'll be able to interact with them. But for now, these are just kind of teasers. These are actually real products in here. You could click on them and see what they are, but that's not really where I want to go. I want to show you that I'm going to sign in. And so once you are signed into the website, some of the features start to unlock. Like it instantly took me to the My Collection page. And so as you can, I'm not going to go through every bit of this, but a lot of people that in the beta test were getting excited because like this showed a meter of like what they have collected and what they, it's like a life bar, right? You get to see if you have how much of it. It's very rudimentary right now, but it's like, hey, however many, there's only one Diaclone product in here. So if you have collected that Diaclone product, it's like, hey, congratulations, you collected the whole thing. So that's like, these stats aren't really valuable right now, but it gives you an idea of like what it would be. And this is my collection. These are things that I own, and I have put my own photos of these things into the program. So these are like this is the first photo that's been uploaded. Oh, I forgot we're having a bug here. You can see it on the front page, but you can't see it on the actual product. So these are actually entities that have been collected in my collection, and you can actually take a photo of your piece, and it will replace the stock photo. So that's what is actually going on here.
Like if it's in your collection, right?
Yeah. So there's also features of the want list are in here. So these are things I've marked as things I want to get that I don't have yet, and you can easily transfer those to be mark them as collected once you have them. There's lots of like deeper features that will come up, but currently, yes, you can add things to your want list. You can add things to your collection. Any questions about that?
So when you said it replaces the image, that's just for you, right? Like only you see your own images, no one else does.
Unless you wanted to make it public, like you could make your profile more public than private. Right now, it's pretty cut and dry. It's like you're either public or private, and you can either show your collection to people or not. And I think the flexibility there is some people will want to use it as sort of a landing page for their collection to share for people to see.
So if I was like,
will want to keep it private.
So if I was like a troll and used like my third-party transformers that had articulating fingers, I could pose them flipping the bird, and then when people go to my page, they could be inundated with those images, right?
Yeah, you and all your chug toys, your chug collecting toy antics could be put in a place for everyone to see. That would be great. I would love that. But as you see now, I'm logged in. This my collection stats are here now. I'm just saying, like this is an active working thing. So, the Transformers toy line is 40 plus years old. It's vast. It's huge. Right. It's very rich with details, characters, toys, and we don't have them all. And so I made the calculated choice to start with Studio Series because I felt like it's probably the most popular Transformers toy line right now. That's that's my opinion, but I think it is. It has many different media. It's sort of a catch-all brand where it's not like
now they've done video games, they've done movies, animated, live action. They've hit everything.
Yeah, and it has multiple iterations of the same character over time, and it's been going on for about 8-9 years. So I felt like that was a good starting point, and it's a very collectible line. Almost every day I see someone online being like, hey, is there a list of the Transformers 86 toys out there? And I'm like, there will be soon, buddy. There will be soon. So I can't wait to, like, next time I see that, be like, link, here you go. Because here they are, all 44 of them. This is an example of a toy line page. And, yeah, some of the visual layout, we still maybe have to work on, but like all these things are clickable. So like you could go to the franchise of Transformers, the manufacturer of Hasbro, and then find things within that. Here's all of the Studio Series 86 toys in sequence. And then, there was no sequence for, or you could actually switch this to be by, right now it's by ID number, which like the core class ones don't have an ID number, but you could put them by release date, oldest to newest, which sort of goes by number, but not quite. I mean, when you actually when you can mess with the data like this, you kind of figure out some interesting things. Like, hey, the Voyagers came out slightly before the Deluxes, maybe like a few days even.
Oh, that brings back memories when I used to collect that stuff and bought all that stuff back to back.
Yeah.
That first wave was a killer, right? With Jazz, Hot Rod, Blur, Cup, Scourge, Grimlock.
It was really good.
Yeah.
Actually, this is the wrong Hot Rod here because that's the newer box. It should be this one, so that's a mistake. I have those mixed up. But yeah, you can kind of see this data for a new I think just even seeing this stuff in this alignment and being able to mess with it is like mind-blowing to me because this is how I've always wanted it. I've always wanted you can manipulate, you can't change the data, but you can like massage it into different forms.
Yeah, to be oriented how you want to see it.
And the search works pretty good. So we're searching within this toy line right now. Let's just see. Let's see. Well, there's more than one so there's 2 Hot Rods. Look how fast that search went. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Are there any Bumblebees? Oop.
Bumblebee.
There's one. Not Buzzworthy. There's Ironhide. Look, there's 3 Ironhides right there. So like, this thing is pretty responsive and pretty cool. And these, do you get what do these like? product cards evoke for you, or do they evoke anything? Like, what do they feel like?
Images at a store?
It's supposed to kind of give the idea of like a collector card, or more like a playing card. I'm not sure. It's kind of subtle, but like this is Studio Series 86, so each one of these product cards has like unique branding on it to match that. It gets a little more apparent when you're in...
Oh, you mean below the images?
Yeah, like the band in the middle.
Okay, I was looking at the actual product images, not at the bands. Okay, yeah, the bands do look like those do look like collector cards.
This whole like component, the whole thing. So as we look now, we're looking at Studio Series proper, which contains sublines of 86 and Gamer Edition, and you can start to see as we get to the cross. I mean, there's just so many products in this toy line. It's crazy. And it's fun to actually see the boxes change over time too, because like they really did change a lot.
Yep.
Like here's an example. Like so, the Studio Series ones are like this, and then we hit the 86, and it's a different branding. We actually want to make the buzzworthy ones a little different, but haven't gotten there for like cross toy line branding. Yeah, it just goes on, and not only this, we have the Japanese ones in here. So if you go to, so now we're in the Gamer Edition. You see, like it's got the player, the D-pad symbol there, and then we get into the more recent toys.
Oh, that poor Astro Train.
Yeah, yeah, it's god awful. It's really
Looks great.
You like, of course, you like it, Anna.
No, I don't. I hate it.
It's so bad. It's like it's an affront to our sensibilities. But it even keeps going. It even keeps going all the way to stuff that isn't even out yet. For instance, here's a pretty recent one.
I was gonna say the Thundercracker. Yeah,
there he is.
You're going quick.
But notice, it's a retool from this Starscream.
Right.
So that is, those kind of relationships are going to be the core like functionality of this. Like what is a redeco, what is a reissue, what is a retool, and it's all going to be in here. And each component of a product with like this is a figure will have its own page, which allows you to say like, hey, I only have I have this product, but I only have the figure. So you can collect just the figure, or you could want just the figure. So if at a future point there is a marketplace, you can identify down to the individual component that you need to complete your product. If that's what you want to do, or maybe you just want the instructions. So in general, that's where we're at right now. And, I'm calling this season 1. Which is going to be Studio Series, just to kind of make it sort of cute. We're gonna launch. We're doing the soft launch right now, where we still need some user testing because like things are a little clunky. We have a ways to go before it's like really, and it's never going to be perfect. It's always going to be an iterative process. But I'm looking for people that really want to try to that care enough about the details of this stuff to kind of come along for the ride with me if they're out there.
And you said the next step is 100 users. That's where you're going first.
Yeah, I mean, we have a good amount of people in our beta test list, but I mean, like, I haven't really given them the green light to come over yet. But there's still enough slots for a few people to get in there, and so it's not. Don't go to the collecticon.com. Go to collecticon.com and try to make an account, and that will all you do is submit your email, and then it will tell you you're on the wait list.
Gotcha.
But just here's another example. This is the Japanese Studio Series stuff. I don't know if you guys even noticed this. It's like completely different packaging on almost everything.
So right now you said you're doing season 1 as just Studio Series. So if someone wants to join right now, they'd only be able to do stuff with Studio Series, or would they be able to make their own messes?
They would currently users do not have free reign to like add products or anything like that. You can make revisions, like you can basically a suggestion of revision. That's not how we just have to lock it down until we really get going. Right. But like people that are behind the scenes and are like along with me for the ride, that join the Discord, and like we're having an open communication, I can like start to let some people behind the curtain a little bit. If someone's like, I really want the Cybertron toys in there, that's my jam, you know, like, great, come and do it. I'll let you do that. There's a trust level thing, but
just tell me when I can come add this, okay? As soon as I can come and add my pink and green weird wolf, I'll be right there with you.
See, the problem with that is that is a KO of another existing figure. So we kind of need the G1 stuff in there first. You know what I'm saying? Because like that would be a knockoff of the Weird Wolf toy, and so the horse has to come before the cart, I guess, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This part's very fun though.
Quentin has a question. Will you be adding GoBots to the site?
Will I? No, I will not. But if someone wants to, come on down.
What about Machine Robo?
Yeah. Come on down.
See, Stu has a question. Will you be able to list or show what figures are available of the builder type figures, a la Constructicons or Superion? Like the combiners?
Like, will you be able to like see a combiner set?
Well, let's take a look.
Show
What a great question. This isn't working exactly how it's intended right now, but these are the figures that are in here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But really, there's not 9 figures in here. There's 8 figures, which can combine into a 9th one. So there is the concept of a combination that we still have to like get in the works, but like a combination would not like really. I think it says there's 9 figures right now and 9 related products. There should only be 8. There should only be 8 figures in the package, but there is a figure for Devastator, and
what does that gift set throw off the count?
What do you mean?
Like, because all of them are together in a box, would you consider that as a figure, or they're individual figures at the same time? Like, if they're all in a box set, like, how does that, I guess, count it towards that the number?
The Devastator will be like a mode of all the other ones.
Okay.
Because you can also interchange other figures into it. You know what I mean? You could take all these versions.
They made 2 different rampages, right? A yellow and a red one.
Right. And all the figures in the 69 set are different than the retail ones.
That's right. They had like wear and tear on them, right?
Very minor deco. Yeah. Plus they're a different product number, so but they are different. They have different paint apps. They're all redecos. They're just boring redecos.
Right.
So like you can really see it on Long Haul here. He has the most drastic one because they're like muddy, you know.
Yep.
So there's still like fundamentally there's lots of work to be done, but fundamentally like not everything is perfectly sound yet, like the combiners and stuff, but like conceptually there's a way all this stuff is going to work and be I hope pretty self-explanatory, or like just it should be natural, but a lot of people look at this stuff different ways. Like there will be some people that probably are like, no, it's not 8 figures, it's 1 figure in there. I'll be like, well, the system works this way, you know. Like, but you want to be. It's like you have to balance being rigid with being flexible, and we're trying to kind of like do both at the same time, you know, as best we can. And then also, you know, if you wanted to buy it, you could see if this thing's on Walmart. There it is. Hey, it's only $1,200. Oh, you can't see it. You can't see it. Sorry.
No.
This link took you directly here.
Another window. Yeah.
Nice.
So here you can get your it went directly.
Hope you didn't pass on that box set.
Don't be snoozing.
I feel like these days you
What
don't
was
pass on
that?
anything.
Did they? That was that like an Amazon thing, or was it a general release? Does it say?
That was specialty retail only. Like Pulse had it. It was basically online.
Yeah, I don't think it lasted long on Pulse.
No, maybe GameStop had it.
Yeah,
maybe.
That's due for a reissue if it's hitting $1,200 secondary market.
For sure. I have a nuts and bolts question. Something that really stood out to me when I was playing on the side earlier was going through a bunch of deluxes, or actually I was going through Voyagers and watching the Nightmare going from $29.99 to the current Voyager price.
You can see that for sure.
What was your kind of logic here with putting the MSRPs, and do you plan on adding market price later?
We do plan on it. There's a lot of stuff there that we're going to do, but to answer that specific question, the one piece of data that I can adamantly give is the MSRP at the time of release in the currency from which it was in where it was released. And I think that's a really important number. And even without knowing, here's the thing. There lots of people have tried to do this. There's lots of buyer websites. There's lots of collector websites for like cards or this or that or comics, and they all give a market price. But how do they determine that? Even if they eBay is one way to do it, but that's not the market. That's eBay.
Right.
That's just the easiest way for people to do it, and that is not the market. And I can tell you with 100% certainty that is the case. So I don't want to do that. I want to be accurate. I want to be real, and I want it to be correct, whether it's high or low. I want it to be the actual number, and to determine what that market price number is. I am not even going to say how I'm going to do that, and I don't want to pretend I know how I'm going to do that yet. But what I do know is that just actually having the MSRP at when it came out has some value. I also think what I really want to put in here is an inflation calculator.
Yeah.
And that says, this, because even this deluxe at $24.99 in 2025, now it costs at least $20. Like if that toy came out today, it'd be $27.99.
Right.
So when I see people say throw out crazy that's where it's twice as much as it was now, like retail now, and it's like, well, let's know for sure, guys, before you just start saying some dumb shit. So I do want to try to do that. Is I have this was the MSRP. Here's what it would be now. Here's what it would be today.
That'd be really great for Transformers in particular, just because I think most people forget, because we were mostly children, how crazy expensive G1 Transformers were. Yep. They were really expensive toys compared to other toy lines. And if you actually adjust for inflation, you see G1 Deluxes are $40 or whatever. It's a crazy number. It'd be very uncomfortable.
Yeah, I really want. I think it's easy to quantify because
it's cool.
And I think it's also to show how much inflation is really affecting us right now. It is out of bonkers control. Mm-hmm. So I think this is my little piece of the pie. This is my little way to just make sure the world knows that, But also at the same time as we have in currency convert or MSRP tracking and inflation, I also want to do currency conversion.
Oh yeah, that's good too.
Oh yeah,
because
especially with the Takara stuff, you see that price before.
Yeah, because that gets really confusing too, and that currency conversion changes over time too. So,
and Quentin, are you referring? I think Quentin, are you referring to the FFC 10 code for Collecticon, the store? This is we're just going over the database website right now.
Yeah.
So there's no the users, it's a free thing. It's not, you don't have to pay. right?
Yeah, this is just a database website. This is not a paid website. So at least that's the intent. At least that's how it's starting. I don't know how it would
And
change.
Stu says only on GoBots.
Yeah.
The discount code counts only on GoBots.
I mean, Anna, you can also see like in Japan, the prices have gone bonkers too. You know, these deluxes started at 2,800 yen. Now they're at 3,850.
Yeah.
And actually now they're at 44.
Yeah, this is not a fun time for prices.
No.
Not at all. That's why I was saying it's actually kind of nice just to go back and think about how much original G1 figures cost, because it's like, yeah, we're in a bad spot right now, but our parents were actually there when they were dealing with us wanting these toys.
Yeah.
40 years ago.
You know, here's an example. We could go in here.
When you think about it, toys were you didn't have as many adults back then when we were getting Transformers during 1984, 85, 86.
Yeah. This is crazy. $10.99. So that, yeah, you're saying that should have been about $40 back then?
I'm doing it right now. $10.99.
I think that's higher than I calculated, but I can't remember what I calculated it at.
Well, this is going to be the most like AI-driven version.
Yeah.
We're gonna get here.
Right.
Approximately $33.22 today. For a little teeny tiny car man, right? Like Trax, because he's basically what we call a deluxe these days.
But they had diecast.
Oh boy.
And the packaging was kind of significant back then.
Oh, the packaging was cool. The art was neat. They had the write-ups. Like there are reasons, but the thing the point I'm trying to make is they were expensive toys back then.
Yeah.
You know, for our parents to buy for us, you know, buying us $33 deluxes, you know, compared to the $28 deluxes of today.
Well, I mean, all you're doing is proving that this information, once you can see it in a way that is not like blurred or obfuscated, it brings up a lot of new thoughts that are like interesting to have. And that's really why I want to do this, just to like stop like drunk bar conversations where like people are just saying whatever they want at a convention. Like, well, you know, I can just go to the Collecticon and answer this right now. Bam. You know, like that's what I want to do. And also, again, and I didn't say this tonight, but I think I said it on the last show, like this is meant to coexist with the tools we have now.
Yeah.
This is not meant to replace anything like TFW or TF Wiki. Like I want to augment those things.
Yeah.
Like, this is not going to be a community website. Sure, you can have a profile, but I'll show you that this isn't working 100% right yet. But the intention is, if you don't want your profile to be fully private, yeah, these are not working right. But like, this is a link to like the Allspark. This is my account on Allspark. This is my account on Cybertron. This is my account on TFW. So you could like dox yourself if you wanted. Be like, here's my collection on Collecticon, but I'm still like, this is my connections around all these other websites.
Well, and that's, you know, like one of the things you mentioned last time about the whole photography thing, where people could, you know, brag on their photography in the site. And it's just another tool, but it's Transformers based, and you could show it off. You know, I know there's a lot of like people on Instagram that, you know, do figure photography, and this could be another avenue to show it off.
That's my hope. You know, is like when you post something on Instagram, sure, your fan base sees it, and yeah, it's on your Instagram forever. But like, when was the last time you went through someone's Instagram further than like the first page?
Yeah,
right. You know, like. That, and it's not really spidered by Google if it's on Instagram stuff, but like here, you could get like huge return on having like the best photo of G1 Sure Shot ever. You know, like I don't know. That's my hope at least, because it's going to be part of the G1 Sure Shot collection of photos. Because if you do want to promote your photography, it will go on like. Remember, we were on that G1 Trax page, and it just showed like a stock photo. I mean, there are no stock photos for that stuff, but
right.
The attempt at that, But like that, you could replace it with like I want my screens, I want my product cards to always show like the top rated fan made photo. You know, so then you go to. Let's go back to toy lines. Oh, we didn't even go to this page. I'm sorry, but this is the season 1 product lines that are in here. I actually threw red in there as well. But like, here's the example of everything else that still has yet to be unlocked. You know. But back to what I was saying, if you can't do this yet, but I want to like have extreme customizability where like right now we're just looking at stock photos. You know, we're seeing the stock photo of these products, these Studio Series products. But if like over a year from now we get, I don't know, a few thousand users in here like using the tools, you could say, I just want to see, maybe there's users that like try to do every photo. It's like I want to see I want my default to be the photos from 6.0, you know, like if he contributes, and then you could have that be the thing that shows up. I don't know.
That'd be cool.
It would be. I think it'd be a lot of fun. You know, it's a lot. All this stuff is a lot of work. You know, obviously, I'm asking people to like do a lot of legwork to upload their stuff, but I think that the results will be worth it. I think. I don't know. I could be wrong.
No, I think they will be worth it because, you know, like one of the other worlds of nerds that I'm in is the video game world, right? And so much of video game history is being lost right now because of, you know, just the stuff not being able to be made, you know, games being lost because they can't be backed up, they can't be put on the internet and archived. So, you know, we're losing original computer games. We're losing some obscure like NES games because Nintendo's very, you know, they're themselves. And
Right.
this kind of resource helps you preserve history. And like this type of history is like, it's cool, right? Like when the toy nerds of 100 years from now, if the world still exists, are looking back on this, you know, having these type of records for them to dig up, it's going to feel like us going through microfiche these days, right? Then going through our old hard drives and finding this stuff is going to be a really cool resource of actually having the history. We're not losing little things that are just like ridiculous intricacies, like how much Paul likes to talk about box variants and toy variants and all that stuff. Like those little details are not going to be lost if we actually have databases like this. So I'm really in favor of this kind of thing.
Yeah,
So,
and like you know, the TF Wiki does a great job of doing the same stuff, but it's like the format is different. You have to read a mile-long page to get the you might just want to know when something came out, what year, and like they have it. It's just not. It's not a hunt and peck. Get the data. You have to immerse yourself in the wiki, which you should, and it's great, and I'm all for that. But this is a different tool for a different type of thing.
Yeah, this is just toys, so it lets you focus.
And by the way, right here,
Nice.
view on TF Wiki, this takes you straight to the page. Like this is, you know, again, coexisting. Like I don't expect them to link back to me ever, but like I'm doing this because I want to. You know, like this is the Studio Series page. This is a value. This is another way to skin the same cat. You know.
Sorry, Taylor, we've been nerding out and you've been trying to be a show host. So please continue show hosting.
Quentin had a question. Will this show any price difference for original versus reissue, mint in box, or loose?
I mean, original versus reissue, those are two different products. So you could easily right now go and see, you know, let's take a look.
Those hot rods from earlier.
Yeah. Well, those came out so near each other that it might not be a price difference. But let's search Hot Rod.
From Le Film.
From Le Film. Oh, you know what? I don't even have... See, I don't have all the data in here. I don't have everything. You know, it's not 100% locked in, okay?
Because those shows they could be different because
could be
one's
different.
missing. So this show they could be different.
Yeah.
Right.
And you can definitely see that. I mean, these two hot rods are flip-flop. This one came out before the different box one. These are box variants. I don't know if you knew this. Hot rod came out twice, two different barcodes, same product code, but two completely different boxes.
And one was an open box, and the other one still had the plastic shell, right?
They both had the plastic They
Window?
both had plastic.
Okay.
Yeah, but there was a box redesign, and they brought it out again. That's sometimes when they if they hadn't changed the box design, it would have just been the exact same thing, but they had to refactor everything because like this box on the left here was smaller than this one, and there's a lot more plastic on the original one. So, and then here's our new one down here, and here you. What was the guy?
That's a huge box. That new one. Did you guys notice that? Or Anna, I don't know if you got it, but that box was huge.
The new hot rod?
Yeah, like he's in a cavity. Like you look inside and like there's just wide open spaces.
I'm a Voyager, guys. Believe it.
Well, the biggest box is the first one.
Really? Okay.
It's wider, deeper, and taller. And by the way, all the sizes will be on here.
Okay, cool.
But here, right, I can't remember who asked the question, but I'm glad he brought it up because, like, right here, I don't have the price on the first one, but here's one for $29.99 in December of 2020, and in March of 2026, which is 6 years later, it was now it's $12 more.
Yeah.
So, I hope that answers your question. I mean, that's how I would describe how to do it. I mean, if you went into this product. You're going to see the things here. Like now we're in the product. These are the product relationships. So you'll see that this is a redeco of this first hot rod. And also there's a sister release of it, which is the Japanese one, which sister is kind of a concept that I sort of came up with, which means it's the same release, but in a different toy line. They're meant to be the same thing, but they're not,
So once you have other like product databases filled in, will we be able to compare by mold?
I mean, yeah. I mean,
what was all that mold? How many different times it was used?
Yeah, some of that's already in here. It just has to all be
populated.
It has to all be tied up, and it's a kind of a work in progress. Like, let me pick one that I know has a ton of remolds that I actually filled out. Maybe this Bumblebee will do it. Yeah. Actually, this is all those connections, they're a work in progress. But like really, this is a remold from the off-road Bumblebee.
Right, the Jeep. Right.
Yeah. So let me find that if it
I just know that's a conversation a lot of times we have. It's like, how many was this mold? No, there was this many. No, I can't remember all of them. And then you can just do it like right here. Once it's,
a good one of the Wheeljack one. I'll show. Let's go to Wheeljack because that one I know I have.
Pablo Honey Wheeljack?
No, not Pablo. Which that is great. That's the concept of a nickname, and that's going to be in here too. So, like you will be able to like. And that's supposed to be a community consensus thing. Like the nickname for this toy is probably 108 Pablo.
Yeah.
Nice.
But that's not an official thing or a canon thing or anything like that. It's totally a fan-in term.
All right.
Not a lot of data in here. This isn't the actual Wheeljack I wanted to show you. Sorry. There's still some bugs to be picked out here. So let's go to the newest upcoming Wheeljack. Oh shit, where'd you come from? You came from this. This is a rerun of the Wheeljack that came in here.
Yep.
The real difference is the gun. So it's the accessory that's different. These are all the products in here. So I'm going to go to the source thing for all this, which is Earthrise Wheeljack. And there's
the Netflix.
Some of them,
Yeah.
And it's showing it at a product level, so the figure that is the remold is in this 5-pack, so it's showing the 5. It's not showing the figure yet. And a lot of this still has to be sort of massaged and like tested through user, like what do users really want to see? I don't think this is exactly how they want to see it. I think this is just getting, again, we're connecting dots.
Right.
But I went through the work to fill all this stuff out to kind of like give an example. Like all these things are connected, but right now it's kind of in it's in a sequential order, so like the things don't all show up right. Like this Earthrise Wheeljack is the first iteration of this mold, and everything derives after it. So like some of the relationships aren't showing up correctly because like it's too far down the chain that it's not showing the source thing. So like we still have some work to do there. But
okay.
And like this is, do we really want related products right away? Do you want that before you see the figure, the things that are in the product? I don't know. You know, it's just, that's how I want to, the relationships are really important to me. So I wanted to showcase them, but like, is that how it will actually lay on page? I don't know. But all this stuff, you know, all this stuff's clickable. So now you see Slicer here. You know, don't have all the information in here. I mean, you have the information, but it's not fleshed out.
Right.
But, it gives you an idea. Here's a crazy MSRP, $48.99 for this thing.
Oh yeah, because it came with
Exosuit. It's right on the screen.
Came with Exosuit.
Yeah, but who was it? It was the 6-wheeled guy, Scorponaut. Oh,
Fast Track.
Jeez.
So did you know that Studio Series broke in half in Japan with the box redesign?
Nope. Did not know that.
Now you do. That's when they started calling it TS whatever.
Okay. And they've stuck with that TS, right?
Yeah, it's still TS. It's like the latest release was this Bumblebee.
Well, it's like Anna said, that's probably the introduction to T-Spark.
Yeah, correct. Which makes me wonder, like, which came first? Did Japan decide, hey, we're going to rebrand everything to T-Spark? Hey, Hasbro, it's time to rebrand everything? Or did Hasbro dictate, hey, we're changing stuff, and Japan's like, hey, this is an opportunity for us to make a major change? Like, I don't know. It's kind of interesting now that I noticed that the change in branding for Japan changed directly with the packaging redesign. It's something I'd like to know. And I've noticed as the boxes changed over time, like things changed in Japan, like drastically as well. It's just, when you put the data, when you start laying all the things down, different patterns around, arise that you maybe wouldn't have noticed before. And I'm geeking out about some of that. I don't know if other people find it interesting, but I find it interesting. Yeah, here's your, we talked about this earlier. The reason I had anything to say about the Sunstreaker Hot Rod and Hound is because I put this information in here a few weeks ago.
Right.
I just haven't put the images in. So yeah, so I guess that's I think we're kind of losing steam, but like this is, I really debated whether I should put this page up, but it is here. This is the coming soon page. This is kind of like future seasons. And seasons are planned to be like releases of product catalog, like large swath. You're like, hey, the G1 stuff is in now. Yeah. Because, you know, there's a huge group of collectors that won't pay attention to this until the G1 stuff is in. I get it. But like, to do this right, to do it well, you have to do it slowly. You can't just like scrape a bunch of crap off the internet and barf it onto this stuff. It'll be awful. It'll be a disaster, and no one will trust you. And I want to be the source of truth for Transformers data. That's what I'm trying to be.
And do you have release windows yet, or is it still that's to be determined?
It's to be determined, but we'll see how the soft launch goes. I mean, it really depends. I need people interested in this. If no one's interested in this, then it's probably going to crash and burn. You know, it's probably just going to not happen. I'm just going to be honest with everybody. I need, you know, people got to participate. I know, like, far fewer people are going to help build this thing than are going to use it.
Right.
That's just how things like community. I'm not calling it a community website because that's not really what it is, but it's. I am, you know, I'm hoping there's a solid amount of high quality contributors. But the thing is, there might not be, because most of them are like the guys at the TF Wiki aren't going to be like suddenly like, hey, I'm going to quit working on the wiki and go work on this thing. They're going to be like, no, I'm over here, and I get that. I spend all my time on the AllSpark. I'm not going to come do your website. Like I get that. Okay, sorry, but like, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, there's some people that will gravitate towards this.
Zakanan has a little bit of a question.
I will answer that, Zakanan, in just a second. I got to finish my little soapbox thing here, but I said the seasons will be content based and feature based, and so like these sort of what's on the screen right now, these are what I see as major upcoming enhancements, and it'll probably go in the opposite of these are how these are presented. Marketplace is such a big thing that'll probably be like the last piece of it.
Right.
Once you have people like saying what they want and what they have, then it's like, okay, now we can connect them together if they want to be connected.
I think the sighting thing will be cool though. That could be fun, especially if you could do like a point system or something like that.
100%. I mean, this whole thing is gonna like the whole participation is gonna be gamified with some sort of point, collect a karma or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Living price guide. That's what everyone wants, but like. I don't want to lie to you. I don't want to fake it. I don't want to give you like, oh, that toy's worth $50.
Right.
Based on what? Like it needs to be a serious the price guide might not come till the marketplace is in there because it might be purely based on marketplace data. You know, like data, insular data with some outside influence combined together to make a secret sauce. I don't know. But yeah. I mean, anyone can come and look at this stuff. I don't want to go over all these pieces, but like We'll be releasing season 2. I'm hoping has some important recent and old pieces of the toy lines, and at least one major enhancement to the actual system, plus like, you know, upgrades to existing features. So as the Kanan, are we going to expand to other toy lines? Maybe we can. We could. I just want to say that my laser focus is on Transformers. If some subject matter expert comes up to me, he's like, I love your platform, I love your system, this is what I've been waiting for, will you please do Inhumanoids? And I will take that person under my wing and I'll be like, Charlie, that's his name, obviously. Charlie, you know what? You're gonna do Inhumanoids. And I'm gonna show you how. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for people that want to be enabled to be able to kind of like run wild with it.
On the plus side for Charlie, Inhumanoids is a lot easier task to tackle than Transformers.
Certainly. But like, you know, I know like all these, I just imagine a world where like the NECA brand, like the NECA brand of toys is all over the place. It's like everything, right? It's not like, it's not like it's a toy line that has many franchises, you know?
Well, wait,
that's what I decided to maybe do that at some point. Oh, blockies, huh? You know what's funny? What happens if I search blockies? I think so. There's lots of stuff in this website. Oh, damn it! There's lots of stuff in this website, but it's gated. Like I have certain things like kind of wardened off. But the blockies, I do have. I could show you some listings for blockies afterwards, but yeah, I definitely want that in there. I mean, those are Transformers, right?
Right. Yeah. Third party, official, licensed.
Second. Well, it's actually second party. This one.
Second, twice removed on the mother side.
But I am excited to get third party stuff in here. So, but I'm not an expert on it, so I'm going to need people that really are really passionate about that side of the fan base, you know, to do it. I'm just going to give them the framework by which they can put the stuff in. So that's all I got. Thank you so much for letting me, you know, talk about this and answer questions. And if there's any more, you know, I'm happy to answer them.
It's so good to see it though. Like, it's last time you hyped it up a lot, and you know there was nothing to really see yet, and now we can actually see that it's happening and it's working. And if it can do what you even have right now, it's still something we didn't have before, right? So, you know, all the features you want to add, that's great and exciting, but this is something we've needed for a very long time just for history purposes.
Well, I was really reluctant to talk about this until now, but like you guys asked me to do it and I was like, well, might as well. Like, I'm serious about this, you know, because my biggest fear is that I promise and under deliver or don't deliver. But the fact that we got this launched in February to me is significant. Like, it means we're serious.
Right. Yep.
And we put a goalpost up and we cross the finish line. You know, it's an MVP. It still needs a lot of work. Like, let's admit, it's not perfect, but I hope it's at least better than what you were expecting. I guess, I don't know. So, Kanan, what do you got? If someone wants to help, if someone wants to help, I mean, first off, they should sign up on collecticon.com and to get on the wait list, so then they'll get in the communication channel, like we're basically going to be contacting. We'll be doing like one-to-many communications, meaning like email blasts, you know, via email, and then inviting people to get on the Discord, which is a little more intimate, like back and forth.
Okay.
Like the beta testers, like individual beta testers that I did user sessions with, are currently on the Discord, and like we talk back. I let them know when like major changes have happened, you know, and there's a little bit of back and forth. But I'm hoping to grow that to get immediate feedback. And when people run into bugs and stuff, I can immediately write tickets, try to get them fixed, you know, and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then if people are really, really interested and they're like, I want to add stuff in, it's like, it's a little early for that, but I could give you a key to the, you know, little key to the back door. And as long as I need to test these things out, I gotta, like, currently it's my baby, you know, and so I've been the only one entering data. Like, that can't last forever, but there's a lot of trust involved. So,
Right.
you know, and I think this could be I feel like personally, there's a mission statement on the bottom of, like, if you go to the About Us on the page, there's a mission statement. You can go read it. I don't need to repeat it here, but just in general, I have wanted this for the Transformers fandom for 20 years. 20 years. And this is the closest I've ever gotten. So,
Right. Well, it's like, you know, the other sites you mentioned, like Wiki is almost just like it's not Wiki. Like, Wikis just tell stories or something like that. We're looking at products on here. And I think it's something that's completely different. Like, if you're wanting to search.
Yeah, I mean, first off, I'm an e-commerce retailer. So, like, I'm obviously product, like literal buy products you buy and purchase. That is, I'm kind of like geared towards that. And that's how I look at this point in my history with the Transformers brand and my fandom. That's how I look at the brand. I see it through that lens. Not everyone does, and I know that warps my view of it. But I'm trying to, like, make that view of it sort of accessible to the common fan, or like every fan, really, every style of fan. But the wiki is very fiction focused,
Right.
and that's great, and I love that, you know. And like, that's why I feel like it's like I'm filling the gaps that they can't, that they really don't, they want to fill, but like, just the format doesn't work that way. And like tfu.info was also another really great resource that this is kind of very similar to, but it's, you know, it's kind of like that on speed, and that's, you know, it hasn't been updated in a few years. So
The one I used to go to all the time,
gap a little bit. It's not meant to replace it, but
the one I went to all the time that I didn't even like was, I think it was Unicron, where they would post stuff, but it was so inconsistent.
yeah, Unicron.com. That's the Lucas brothers. Those are great guys, or at least Kevin. I know Kevin personally.
Yeah.
Brushed elbows at Transformers events. They have a pretty exhaustive database. Like, they made at BotCon 2015, they like revealed this as an app. They tried to kind of make this same thing, and I remember at the time I was like, oh man, you know, because like I've always been watching,
Right.
and they still have a pretty awesome. It is a pretty good resource. It's just not modern.
Right. And I was going to say, speaking of modern, everything's on an app nowadays. What's the plan?
It's not. This is not currently. This is a web. This is a website. I'm calling it a web application because, I mean, it's pretty intense, you know, as far as like what's going on behind. You should see the database schema. My God. If this goes to be it's to do like the sightings thing, like the toy sightings, and I have a whole like list of user flows for how that would work. Like, I totally have. I just don't want to spend a bunch of time on it, but like that would almost require an app to do right. To get notifications like, I want to know within 100 miles of me when someone says they found the Soundwave, the latest Soundwave that's out, and then the hope is that you recognize the user that says they saw it, and like you're like, oh, this guy has a trust score. Like when he says something's there, it's there. He's not lying, because it's a really easy thing to gain. To be like, oh yeah, all the rare stuff is at this Ross right now, and like, totally. Then it's useless when people start lying. So you got to have like a trust score, And here's the other thing: you could say something's there, and someone not using the app could come by it, and you show up, and it's So there's all that. It's going to have to be used at your own risk. But at that point, that would be to release that batch of user features. I think we'd have to. That'd be when we pivot to like, oh, we have an app now.
Right. Yeah.
But also, you got that's so much other stuff has to happen before I want to launch an app. Like, there's other people that are trying to do this same thing. They've already launched apps, and I'm just like, what are you doing?
Build the database first, right? Build the infrastructure.
Yeah, and I don't want to talk any shit, because like we're all trying to do the same thing, and that's cool, and like competition's cool. But I hope that the way I'm doing it is the way that people want it. But I don't know. The user base will determine if this is the right thing. So,
all right. Well, I still got you talking. Is there anything else you would like to shout out before we start wrapping it up?
Just you can find me on Thursdays on Whatnot at Collecticon. It's a crazy show every Thursday.
Amusing.
Is it fun? Sometimes.
I enjoy watching.
Yeah,
Various reasons I enjoy watching. Changes as the moments go on, but
yeah, the demeanor is a bit different than this is like truth on. I mean, I'm always about truth and honesty, but like this is more the buttoned up version of me than the Whatnot show. But yeah, so check out
you go a little unhinged sometimes. It's hilarious.
I try to play a little bit of a character, but sometimes it's really just me, and that's sad.
Sometimes you got to tell those buyers just how it is. You just let them. Yeah.
I do. Well, when people don't buy stuff, is that their fault? No, it's mostly mine, but I pretend it's the buyer's fault. Yeah, but the other thing is just check out collecticon.com. It was the collecticon.com, but we have shifted to collecticon.com. So, actually, I don't think we've redirected it yet. So both sites are up, but go to collecticon.com. We're going to take down the Collecticon. Thank you. Thanks for having me, guys. I really appreciate it. It's always fun.
Appreciate you coming in. Anna, should I ask? I saw a story today.
I did. I have a story. I have an update. I have a thing, so I can share a thing for once. So a new toy store opened up in a mall near me, in the Maplewood Mall. They are doing toy consignments, and I will be selling there. So if you want to check out a little store called Cryptoys Exchange. Not the biggest fan of the name, but it's a pun, and puns are always good. The Cryptoys Exchange has a consignment, and there's a booth that is full of Transformers and other oddities. You can always be assured of other oddities that is being operated by your friend Anna. So if you're ever in the Twin Cities area in Minnesota, you can check that out, and it's nice. Come visit. Are you saying you want to come visit, Paul?
I was going to ask a question. Do you have to pay like a rental fee for that space?
We can talk all about that afterwards. Okay. But yes.
Just curious. That's a cool concept.
Yeah, no, it's a really cool concept, and I really want to make it work. So even if you're like, if you're in the area and you're here because you're friends with Figure Fight Club and you watch us and you go, oh, these Transformers, but these people are okay. Go check it out, because there's a ton of stuff in there. It's not Transformers. There's a good amount of Transformers, but there's tons of Star Wars and comic book figures and Lego and Star Wars, tons of Star Wars in there. So even vintage video games, collectible card games, Pokemon. There's all sorts of stuff. In the mall, it's just a really fun mall. If you're ever in the Twin Cities, the Maplewood Mall, it's like great time. It's just weird.
Is that correct?
Yeah, it should be right. Crypto Exchange. Yep. That's them. So check them out. They're pretty cool. So far. Been around a week, right? They've been around a week. The grand opening was Saturday, and the first day of normal business is Thursday. So come check it out.
Yeah, we have a local toy store around me that does something like that as well. They have like their regular shop, and the next door they have like a consignment shop where other people can put stuff in the display cases and sell them.
Yeah, it's neat.
Yeah, it's a cool concept. And then a lot of the other local toy companies or toy dealers will put their stuff in there as well, not only just local people. But
it's fun if you think about it, like, you know, if you ever walk past those antique malls, right? And you think like, wow, these antique malls are kind of cool, but they're definitely for people like 30 years older than me. Well, that's how the like Gen Alphas are going to feel about this toy store. They're going to walk in and be like, ooh, this is old people stuff. Oh, that's fine.
Well, I guess let's see. Let's try to see if I can get this short and sweet. So, anyways, you can find me everywhere. Talib1980_collects. Typically daily occurrence. I throw up news, reels, shorts, TikToks, whatever the hell they're called, on Instagram, TikTok, X, and Facebook. All that stuff gets compiled into a live pre-record, which airs in 19 minutes on my channel. It's called the News and Review. That goes up every Tuesday at 1 a.m. Also, Thursday nights, I am going live now. Right now we're building blockies because that is what I have an abundance of. And I just figured it's a fun thing to do live. This week, we are finishing or building the Bruticus, and Anna is going to join me while we build our Bruticai. So if you haven't been paying attention, the last 3 or 4 weeks, I've been doing the Defender waves and then saving the pieces of Bruticus. So that starts at 10:30 p.m. Eastern on Thursday. And then to wrap up the week of my channel, Saturday nights, me and the boys get together. We talk movies for Men on Films. Since the NCAA basketball tournament is taking over the next 4 weeks, we're doing movie tournaments for the next 4 weeks. First week is comedy. So we've picked 64 movies, and they are going to be battling it to see who wins the Men on Film Championship. And even we'll be putting polls in the chat so you guys can place your votes as well to see who carries on to the next round. And I think we're going to do action, adventure, drama, and then horror and suspense are the other 4 tourneys. So check that out. Oh, also, I have reviews go up twice a week. Tuesdays is Transformer Tuesdays. This guy is going up Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. And then Fridays is Action Figure Fridays. That's at 1:30 p.m. as well. I'm not done. Also, if you're on the Figure Fight Club channel watching right now, it's because you're watching Decepticast, which is at 10:15 every Monday, where me and Anna talk Transformers news, Transformers topics. I might complain about stuff. I know, Zakanan. I know. And we're doing the Energon comics, so join us every Monday. And then Tuesday's open mic night. The link will be in the chat. Don't be a dick. You can join. Anybody can join. Also, we're doing a members only live because I think Abby's traveling, so we can't do a members on Friday night. So we're doing our members only Tuesday night. So check that out, members. And then Friday, oh, you know what? I forgot Wednesday. Wednesday, I'm on 3POA for Midweek Mayhem, doing a little Transformer segment. So check that out. And then Friday is Plastic Journey of Figure Fight Club. That starts at 9 p.m. Avi, do you have a video who's going to be our guest this week? That's right. Clever's Multiverse will be joining us Friday. I work that night, so I will be going late. So hopefully you guys go long because it looks like an interesting guy I like to talk to. So, But before we sign off, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us. Stew for Lunch, Eli, Zikanen are doing the mod duties tonight. If I said Stew for Lunch again, I'm sorry, but Stew for Lunch. I saw Jedi Ben earlier, Toyama Trey, Lou Citabase, Figure Fight Club was in here, Quentin 5075, HGC was in here earlier, but Action Joe Figs. If I forgot anybody else, I apologize, but I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate Anna for joining me every week, and I appreciate Paul for hopping in to let us give us an update on Collecticon. Oh, and Zaldron, you guys, thanks for watching, Zaldron. That's all. Take care. Good night, and peace.
Thanks, friends.
As we wrap up tonight's fun, the figures in talk, so we've just begun. Join us next time for thrills anew. In the world of Figure Fight Club, it's all for you. Make sure to subscribe and smash that like button. See you next week on Figure Fight Club, stay strutting. This isn't goodbye, it's just a see you later. In the meantime, go check out another creator. So keep your figures on display until we gather here someday. Remember the tales and the laughs we shared. Here at Figure Fight Club, you're treasured and cared.